All right, today's video, I'm going to be showing you a few of my swarm trapping locations. The funny thing about swarm trapping locations, there is an ideal way to hang a swarm trap, right? The beekeeper Seeley, who's known for all of his research where he tracked all these feral swarms in trees, set a certain height minimum facing southeast is the best direction, the size of the opening, all of that was pretty detailed in his best chances. But I'll be honest, those are all good things, and I'm sure everyone increases your probability. But you don't always have those options. I go to people I work with, family and friends, and say, hey, do you mind if I hang a swarm trap? If I catch a swarm, I'll give you a jar of honey. Sometimes I'll say, I'll give you a bottle of mead if you let me hang the swarm trap. So I'm kind of getting what I get. So sometimes if I've hung a trap there for a couple of years and haven't caught any bees, I just don't ask that person anymore. And a number of people are being cut off my list this year. And I like them. They're fine people, but we just never could land a swarm. We had a few looky-loos with scout bees, but never quite landed a swarm on some of these locations. So all the ones that in this video are locations, or at least properties, where I have successfully trapped, and sometimes multiple a year. I am going to be hanging at about 14 different locations this year, and maybe more if I meet some people and they say they have a lot of bees in their yard. I might notice and say, hey, do you mind if I hang a swarm trap? So that happens too. But I have about 25 I can hang, and I have no desire to build any more. That actually, when the swarms are hitting, sometimes you're getting 2 or 3 in a weekend, and it does get a little bit of cumbersome driving around to pick up those traps. So these locations are a little lesson in making do. One of the trees is a leaner. Another one has poison ivy growing on it, and it's in more of a shady spot than I would like. Each location is not perfect, but I do best I can with what I have. All right, so here is the tree that I'm going to go on. It's right next to this house. And right here we have a power line coming in. And a long power line here, so I do like that. The entrance would face east. It's a little shady, but you know, sometimes you got to make do with what you got. I'm putting 2 up on this property. There's a little poison ivy on the tree. I've been trimming it at the bottom with some nippers. All right, so I hanged it, however you want to say it, and it's facing southeast. And looks okay. I did clean it up quite a bit, trimmed around all that junk down there. See all that junk? So I wanted to make sure it was easy to get bees out of. This particular trap is made with, I'll take you up to it. This is pallet wood. So I obviously don't spend a whole lot on my traps. Okay, the second trapping location here. It's about I got a hive, if you look way down there on the right, on the corner. And that other trap is about 100 yards away, so it's not too far. But right here is this tree. It's been a winter. I've hit 2 or 3 swarms here past 3 years or so. And I do keep more than that one hive here. I actually have when I get going like 10 hives here, but right now I got a few minus because of the dead outs. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 over there, and then the one there. So I got 5 going right now. So here is this swarm trapping location, and in location to the house. The house is over there. All right, here is the new location, and well, not new, I've used it for a few years. If you notice there's blue around the entrance, that's that ultraviolet blue people are talking about this year. Okay, here's another trap. It's a little bit oddly angled. I'm going to work on that. I got a couple of wood shims that'll hopefully straighten it out.
is pretty stable there. So about, I don't know, 14 feet, 15 feet, but it's on our slope.